Hey, Jax. Did you go watch the video and see my confusion on that comment? I did. I just had to leave before I could comment. Oh no, you're fine. I was making sure you saw my confusion on that because I was like, at first I was just like, what does she mean by? But it, like that's when it seriously dawned on me. Like I seriously like completed the video. Like I turned off the video. Like I stopped recording, and that was the first thing I did. I was just like, let me go to the. I went to the group chat, and I was like, what the hell did you mean by? Oh, no, let me go to the personal chat. Let me go to me and her. And then that's when it hit me. Like I was in the group chat when I figured it out. Shit. You're the one that wanted to keep the farm joke. So yeah, yeah. Well, it's been a while since a harvest. I forgot. Plus, I did a barter. I did a barter during the last harvest. I forgot. Oh, I wrote my sharpener down here. Fuck, I always forget that. Whenever I color down here, like on live, I always forget to bring my sharpener. I really need to start remembering to do that, especially with my colors like black and shit. Okay, my bad. Yeah, I just forgot. I forgot. I made a barter on the last harvest there, so I completely forgot. I traded my crop for other goods. 6 people here. Only Jax is talking. This is the night we're gonna have. Huh? You people, well, some of you people don't even fucking deserve a live after what happened on Sunday. I wasn't even gonna go live this week after what happened on Sunday. You ungrateful fucking people. Some of you, not all of you. I'm gonna stop with the references and leave it at that. Gotcha. Did you watch TLC? Yeah, unfortunately. People are giving that pay per view rave reviews, and I don't understand why. I don't get it. 2 TLC matches that were not very good. I mean, like, I guess, fucking Styles and McIntyre was decent, but you know, um, none of the other matches like were a table or ladder match. So what the fuck was the point? Like Carmella and Banks easily could have been a ladder match. You know, um, I mean, I think Banks and Mello was actually. I mean, it was still a decent match, but You built up this whole brand new untouchable Carmella character just to have her lose. Like, why? And the Reginald guy, you could have just brought back Ellsworth again. Ray Charles could have saw that fucking New Day was going to lose. You know, um, what are the other things? I saw Charlotte come in the second they took Lana out of the match. They're like, Lana not able to compete. Asuka needs to find a new Charlotte. I call that the second it happened. The only other person that would have made sense was Rhea Ripley, and like I said, she says unfinished business uh with Raquel Gonzalez, and nobody else would have made a lick of damn sense. All the title matches should have been ladder matches. Well, maybe not all of them, maybe not oversaturated with a ladder match, but I mean, like, in previous years they'd have like one table match, one other table match, one other ladder match. Then you'd have the big TLC matches and shit, or two. This year they just said fuck it, you know. And then on Monday they were supposed to quote unquote shake things up. I didn't see one thing shaken up. Like, I watched Brian Zane with Wrestling with Regret. He had the audacity to give that pay-per-view an A-. I didn't see it. I was just, you like to see him put the strap back on Bliss? No, we all know who I want to see the title on, but it ain't gonna happen, at least for a very long time now. Opinion on the match tonight: Fiend and Orton. The only thing that was really cool about Fiend and Orton was the RKO on Fire, and I like the different setting for it. I like that it wasn't just contained in the ring. I thought that was different, but other than that, there was really nothing. I'm headed to Willowbrook. Oh, what are you going to Willowbrook for? His past and present's back. What do you think of the ending? I just really hope that's a setup for something bigger for the Fiend, because if they're quote unquote killing the Fiend, they might as well just said, "Hey, you know that good thing that everybody likes? Why don't we just kill it?" Seriously, don't get that man's thinking sometimes. By that man, I mean Vince. Hey, Dino, what's going on? Made no sense. It was Wyatt. If it was Wyatt, okay, not the Fiend. It didn't make sense either way. Like I said, people are giving this pay-per-view rave reviews, and I just don't get it. I'm taking my team supervisor's Christmas gift to my coworker. I'm taking my team supervisor's Christmas gift to my coworker. Oh, okay, I get it. Okay. I was like, why don't you just take it to the team supervisor? But okay, I get it. I get it. Took me a second to process that, but I got it. I got it. I was one step away from like a Spaceballs thing, like my brother's sister's best friend's former roommate. Like, what the like, is it really supposed to help the Fiend character? Probably not. I mean, like I said, I thought the flaming RKO was pretty cool. I thought that was a pretty cool visual to have. You know, um, like I said, I think the Mella Banks match was decent. I thought it was a decent match. It was nothing really like, it was no fucking Banks Mella. It was no fucking Banks Bailey, Brooklyn take over Brooklyn or anything. That's gonna always gonna be kind of hard to top. You I'll admit I skipped half of New Day and Hurt Business because I knew the outcome. I knew the outcome of that match was going to be Hurt Business winning. So I was just like, there's no point in me watching this match. Um, the women's tag team title match I watched. Um, I thought that was a decent match. Again, a decent match. Not really like, holy fuck, this is 6 stars. It nothing to write home about. Again, I love Nia Jax. I love Charlotte. But again, nothing really to like write home about. Owens and Reigns, I didn't really think was all that entertaining. I mean, if you put money on Kevin Owens going in that match, then you're just. I mean, the only thing I will give Reigns and Owens was that they did have one portion of the match that gave a little bit of drama to where I was just like, oh shit, are they really going to go with Owens? And then they snuffed that out. You know, that's the only piece of credit that I'll give that match. You know, I was just like, oh shit, they're gonna go with Owens here, and then they snuffed that shit out. I kept expecting Jimmy Uso to run in. That's what I kept expecting. I was like, Jimmy Uso is gonna run in here, and I'm just confused with that whole storyline anyway. One week Reigns is beating the shit out of Jimmy Uso, and then Jimmy Uso is still helping Reigns, and he beats the shit out of him again. And I'm just like, I don't know what the hell to think of this. I don't know. Because like when it comes to SmackDown, I just read what happens, and like I don't know what the hell to make of that. I don't know. So the match just wasn't all. It was just a glorified ass whipping. That's all it was. So a couple cool table spots and shit. Supposedly Jay not going to be cleared till after Rumble. Yeah, I kind of noticed that. I'm bouncing out. See you later. Aw. All right. See you later, Jax. They ate too much wrestling, and she left. That's why I don't talk about wrestling. I just wanted to see who the mystery partner was, and once I saw Charlotte. Oh, they were winning regardless. And they were winning that shit regardless, whether it was Charlotte or not. Whoever the mystery partner was, it was Charlotte. Even if it was still going to be Lana and Oscar were going to win. I mean, it wasn't the worst pay per view I ever watched by means, but I've seen better. Ironically, I think one of the worst pay per views I ever did watch was a TLC pay per view, believe it or not. Can't remember what year, but oh, it was an Extreme Rules pay per view. I think that's what it was. One of those two. It was either Extreme Rules or TLC. One of those two pay per views. It was one of the worst pay per views I ever had to sit through. I think I started watching your Christmas unboxing, didn't finish it, so no spoilers. Okay. Um, I think I wasted. I think they wasted time to give. Yeah, they should have just stuck with Otis. Miz is getting the briefcase back some way somehow. They should have just stuck with Otis. In my opinion, should have just stuck with fucking Otis at that point. One, because I like Otis better. You know? Two, I don't really have two. Miz never cashed in. That's the storyline they're going for. Just give it back to Otis. I like Otis better. Should have never took it off of him. Justice for Otis. Then on top of that, fucking Tucker won a belt before fucking Otis did. Ain't that some shit? Albeit it was a 24/7 title, but still. What happened to the good old cash ins where they run in after the champ is beaten down? Well, you got to keep it fresh. I mean, like in theory, I mean it was kind of stupid for Miz anyway to do it because, like, damn, why not wait for the TLC match to be over, then cash it in? I mean, but hey, what do I know? That was the whole purpose of the money in the briefcase to give them leverage. Happy Festivus. Oh yeah, Gold Rush. Yeah, wait a minute, Gold Rush. Man, I totally forgot. You got me talking about wrestling and everything. Gold Rush, that's one. Totally forgot about that. I mean, in here talking about wrestling and shit, getting my mind off of it and shit. One what? That's one strike. Anybody who was in here on Sunday that was bitching and moaning because there was no sound, fucking, that's one. That's what for. I just told you what for. That was complete horseshit. Fucking suck my ass, man. I was doing the best I could with what I had. Instead of just leaving the fucking live and shit, I thought you didn't carry over. Well, in this case, I am. Because whoever was bitching and moaning about and remind me that Devin gets two when he gets here, if he shows up. Next time he shows up, he automatically gets two because he was just like, I'm leaving. Fuck this. No sound. I'm leaving. I mean, yeah, the sound went out and everything, so I'm still like, all right, fucking, we'll push through and shit like that. And people are like, oh fuck, there's no sound. I can't do it. Like fuck that, we don't need sound. We'll keep going and shit. Devin with the auto too. I'm guessing the mama. Fuck, I forgot about it. I did the video today and shit. Fucking forgot to even try and use it. Came downstairs and I was just like, oh fuck, forgot all about this mic. So whatever video I try and do next, I'll hopefully try and remember it. We stayed and you ended the stream. We were going, no, but yeah, but y'all were bitching and moaning about it. I can't hear. Yeah, I'm not having a good time. I wasn't gonna go live this week because of it. I was like, fuck y'all. I wasn't even gonna go live. I was like, fuck the hell with y'all. I was like, fuck y'all and the horse y'all rode in on. I was like, fuck all y'all. I was so fucking mad after that stream. Y'all just don't know, man. It went down one. Maybe that was Devin not wanting to collect the strike. Oh, he got it. He's gonna get his. He was like, "This is weird. I'm leaving." I'm just like, Oh, because there's a little mishap here and shit. Gonna get you a mini violin for that's two. Which are fucking funny. Fucking smart ass. Because Jax messaged me right after I went off, and she was like, "What the hell was that about?" And I was like, "What?" She was like, "Why don't you just restart?" And I was like, "This is why I didn't restart. Because one, we had like 12 people watching. If I would have restarted, not the same amount of people would have came back. Two, we had a good number, so I didn't want to fucking restart. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We're not going to restart. We'll just go along with it. Fuck it. We don't need sound. Fuck it. Let's just go with it and shit. And nothing pleases them fuckers. So you know what? Fuck it. So yeah, they want to bitch and moan about it, and fuck it. I'll just end the stream and shit. And she was just like, okay. No, I didn't work today. I was off Sunday, Monday, and today. I think that was like my Christmas gift from my boss, I think. Working Christmas Eve? Yup. Are they open Christmas? No, we're closed Christmas. No, we're closed Christmas, Thanksgiving, and I think we open late on New Year's. I think we open at like 4, some shit, something like that. Which one are you coloring? Yep. Here, take your fucking like away. We don't like likes around here anyway. Good, take it fucking away. I don't give a fuck. We only do dislikes around here anyway. Fucking yellow banana raincoat wearing bitch. Good. You like the video? You like it? You like the video? Good. Hope your mom gets herpes. Good. Christmas for me is going to be boring. For me, I'm not going to see my family or my dad. It makes me sad. Like your family as in like extended family or like uh is your mom gonna be with you at least? You know what Jax meant about thanks for helping me in my farm, right? No, I messaged her afterwards. Apparently it was an in joke I forgot about. But wasn't the goats. But you keep dreaming those dreamy dreams there, Toast. Whatever gets you through the night. Why did I turn to Mike Tyson there? I live with my mom and my cat. Oh, okay. So you'll at least be with your mom. So it won't be too bad. Shit. It's not like you'll be all alone for Christmas. Shit. Oh, I had my money on goats in more ways than one. Really need to let the goat thing go. It's almost over for us, Toast, because she's actually talking to somebody. So clock is running out. Well, my clock ran out a long time ago, but at the Tyson, I know, right? Yeah, that's. I was just like, why did I turn to Mike Tyson there for a second? What the fuck? All I need is a name. I'm not telling you. Kick my ass. She's done it once before. You want to see the footprint? Please, somebody tell me you get that reference. If somebody in here gets that reference, please. If you don't, then I am ashamed of you. He did. He kicked my ass. You want to see the footprint? No. He'll find him in a ditch with a gopher out of his ass. Realize you're talking about the person that Jax potentially wants to date, so you're not going to win you any points if she sees this. Point taken. Doesn't matter. I'm going to tell her about it anyway. So, oh no, I'm gonna leave that part out. Did he apologize, Will? Mm-mm. Nope, sure didn't. Not at all. I'm jealous. Hmm. Hmm. Gonna be a slow night in here, I see. We had a good crowd in here earlier, but just nobody was saying anything. We had like 8 people in here, but of course, nobody wanted to fucking speak up or say anything. Typical artist night, you know. Looking forward to the $600 stimulus. Oh yeah, we got the $600 stimulus coming plus tax returns and shit. Thinking about going to see the kid. AKA Trump says he's not signing it, trying to push for 2K or nothing. Well, he's trying to get us 2K. Yeah, Canadians have been getting 2K a month. Oh, really? Oh, damn. See, like on paper, that looks like a really dick move, you know? Like, fuck you, I'm not signing this, you know, but like he's pushing to try and get us 2K, you know? Like, yeah, it's a dick move, like, oh no, I'm not giving you $600. Well, like he's actually like pushing to get us $1,400 more. So like, I mean, but I heard, not sure if true, unless we have some Canadians in here to verify. Uh, I don't think that's true because I know some. Hold on, I know some Canadians. Hold on. I'll just send a voice message. Hey, I'm live. So the thing came up that apparently Canadians have been getting $2,000 a month in like a form of stimulus. I don't know what that would be in Canada. Maybe the same thing. I don't know. But hey, can y'all confirm that? Is that true? Because we're not for sure. Can you let me know? All right, thanks. All right. Hopefully they'll get back to me and let me know. Who's that? The handicap girl? Yeah, okay. Nah, a couple people I used to play fantasy wrestling with. Handicap girls. Oh, got our answer. Hold on. Okay, so we had what was called the Canadian Emergency Response Benefit, or CERB, where Canadians could be eligible for up to $2,000 a month if qualified, is what it was. Uh, so the poor folk like us, if we live in Canada, would get it. Possibly. I don't know. I'm grabbing my maple syrup and then, yeah, it's stopped. I believe the end of September or maybe October. Shelby might be able to shed more light on that aspect. Uh, Shelby's the other person in our group chat, just by the way. Shelby GT 500. No, we don't talk to the car. He's a real person. Not like it matters since we don't live in Canada, but at least they take care of their people. I mean, hell, whether they would have sent 600 or 2,000 or 1,200 again, I mean, what a free X amount is a free X amount. The way I look at it. I didn't much care for Angelina Jolie as a blonde and Gone in 60 Seconds. Oh, Gone in 60 Seconds. Okay. I thought we were talking about Life or something like it. I was like, please don't remind me of that fucking movie. Still pissed off about that movie. Life or something like it. Remember when everybody would just shut the fuck up about they will tax you so well, you know what I mean. I mean, like, I don't have to suck dick on the corner for that fucking $600 or 1,200 or 2,000. You know what I'm saying? Somebody has to pay it. You know what the fuck I'm trying to say? Right? You know how long I would probably have to. You know how long I would have to work to like $600 is like a month and a week's pay for me. So to get that in like one swoop would be fucking astounding. Well, at least you have a plan to spend it wisely. If it comes now, since apparently it's vetoed. Because I was going to use the stimulus money, put that aside, and whatever I get on my tax return, and go see the kid. Pandemic or no pandemic, I was going to go see the kid. Because I haven't seen her in 2 years. Because I couldn't go see her 2 years ago because mom was sick. Drive. I don't fly. Because mom was sick. And then last year is when the pandemic started, like first started, so they were like shutting down shit, you know? So oh yeah. Yeah, I sent her stuff. Then I actually forgot to send some of her stuff, man. I found like a bag of stuff and I bought her like she likes the new Trolls movies that they came out with. So I forgot to send her like her Trolls Pez dispenser. My mom bought her like a Trolls watch. I got to send her that shit. So I usually send her a package after Christmas too, because that's when everything goes on sale. Um, so I send her a package after Christmas. I'll probably throw it in that one too. Now I gotta start hacking away at my fucking Amazon credit card bill. I got like $109 on that bitch. Technically, like 80 because no, yeah, technically like 80 because like 30 of it or 20 of it was mine. Like I spent on me. So I bought these new colored pencils I wanted, so they were on sale for a good deal. So I was like, "Fucking, I'm buying these fuckers." They had these watercolor pencils I wanted on sale, so I was like, "Oh shit!" I maxed out my $1,500 credit limit. I have credit limits that high, but I couldn't imagine spending that much. I'd never pay it off. Like I have a couple credit cards that are that high. Like I have one credit card that's $4,000. I couldn't imagine going that high. Like the laptop, when I spent the $400 plus dollars on the laptop, it took me 4 months to pay this off. Right, four, maybe a little longer. I was like, fuck, I couldn't imagine spending $1,500 and then trying to pay that shit off. It was all spent in 3 days. You need to see the movie What Would Jesus Buy? And Reverend Billy will fucking talk some sense into you. I need Billy's exorcism. God, it's such a great moment in the movie. It was a fucking big ass sign outside of Walmart headquarters and gives it an exorcism. Oh my god, it's so good. I'm telling you, you guys are missing out not watching that movie. The only Christmas movie I've watched this year has fucking been Unaccompanied Minors. I haven't watched Jingle All the Way. Still haven't watched What Would Jesus Buy. Um, Christmas Vacation I haven't watched. I should watch Christmas Vacation tonight. I don't worry about watching A Christmas Story because I know it's going to be on. Got to go to bed. Have a good night. All right, man. See you later. What are you waiting for? I don't know. I don't know. It looks like a slow night in here, so maybe I'll get off early and go color and watch some Christmas movies. I once watched like Christmas Story is not only like one of my favorite Christmas movies, it's actually like one of my favorite movies. That's how much I like Christmas Story. And like I once watched it in I think it had to be like July. I was like, I just feel like watching this movie. I'm gonna watch it. I watched it in July and it just felt so fucking weird watching in July. And I was like, I can't watch it. You have Disney Plus, good Christmas movie on there is Noel. Yeah, but I'll probably end up watching that only on mute. I think Anna Kendrick's just cute. Oh, I did watch last night. I did watch Freaky, the movie by the director of Happy Death Day 1 and 2. That was hot. That was a pretty good movie. You like Happy Death Day 1 and 2? Check out Freaky. That Freaky Friday and shit. That was dope. I really enjoyed that. Too bad it came out during the pandemic, man. Because I'm pretty sure if that would have came out and we weren't in a pandemic, it finally would have gave Blumhouse a reason to make Happy Death Day 3. And apparently that's how it was originally pitched. Apparently it was pitched as a Happy Death Day crossover movie. Um, Never heard of any. You never heard of Happy Death, dude? Happy Death Day is fucking dope. You don't watch horror movies? You don't watch horror movies? Oh yeah, yeah, they're horror movies. Well, they're more of the comedy horror genre. Happy Death Day 1 and 2 and Freaky. And they're made by Blumhouse. So if you like Blumhouse movies, speaking of Blumhouse, is there any fucking movement on the Purge 5? Yeah, apparently comes out next year. Okay. The Craft Legacy. I didn't like the first movie. I didn't like the first movie. Plus, there was that snake scene in the first movie that I can't sit through. There was more than enough reason to watch it. I used to have a real big thing on Nev Campbell back in the day, man. Nev Campbell was my shit. Her, Jennifer Love Hewitt. Um, those are like my main two back in the day. Nev Campbell, Jennifer Love Hewitt. For a little while, it was Melissa Joan Hart. That was like the first like celebrity crush I had was Melissa Joan Hart. Like Clarissa explains it all. Melissa Joan Hart. Um, and then believe it or not, you would think it would be one person, but it was actually the other. But I actually had a huge thing for Stacey Dash from Clueless. You would think it'd be Alicia Silverstone, but I actually had a big thing for Stacey Dash. I used to really like her legs. I think she had nice legs. You know, I had a thing for Alicia Silverstone for like a week. Like in don't get me wrong, Alicia Silverstone fire in Clueless. Don't get me wrong. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and say that she don't look good in Clueless and everything, but for some reason, Alicia Silverstone and Blast from the Past, I can get behind that. I think Blast from the Past is a very underrated movie, man. which if you would like to get me a copy of it on Blu-ray, it's in my Amazon wish list down below. What was your favorite Saturday morning cartoon growing up? Saturday morning cartoon. The only one that I really remember, like holy crap, I gotta watch this was Hey Julio. The only one I really remember like I gotta watch this was Recess, and like that went until like fucking later, man. Like think about how like old I had to be when Recess came out. And like when I was young, I guess it really wasn't the mandate shall be carried out once the new year begins. This is the way. I guess the only one I really remember watching as a kid that like it wasn't really a cartoon. It used to come on in the mornings and they switched it to afternoon. I used to watch Power Rangers. It used to come on at 11:30. They used to play X-Men at 11 a.m. and then they'd play Power Rangers at 11:30. How's the hut? The hut's the hut. I can't really think of any other Saturday morning cartoons I like to wake up and watch. Eat the Cat, I guess was one of them. I watched half of What Would Jesus Buy, and it's really good. I told you. Isn't Reverend Billy like a fucking character, man? I told you, man. Hmm. You remember the show Fudge? Yes, I remember Fudge. Yes. Oh hell yeah, man! At first the thumbnail made me think it was a serious pastor. No, no, no. He's just one of the guys they interview. Yeah, on his chair, but he used to for going everywhere. Yeah, yeah. The thumbnail priest. He's just interviewed and shit. Reboot. Yeah, that was one I used to watch. Reboot. Yeah, that's one. Reboot. I used to watch Reboot. And no pun intended, but I heard no pun intended, but I heard they actually rebooted that show, and I heard it was god awful. I heard they rebooted it with like alive people and shit. I heard it was fucking awful. Yeah, I don't even want to see it. Yeah, man, definite a must. I'm gonna make my girlfriend watch it and make it. See, I told you. Ever since I watched it, it became like part of my Christmas regimen. I gotta watch What Would Jesus Buy? Like right now, my profile picture on Facebook is Reverend Billy. Good old Reverend Billy Talon. Change Hallelujah. I'll watch the other half after work tonight, but he sure. I told you, man. Reverend Billy is a fucking character, man. I told you. I wonder what he's no longer trying to stop the apocalypse. He's Reverend Billy of the what is it like Save Earth. That's what he does now. He mainly does the Save Earth choir. Like that's his whole thing now, saving Earth. That's what he mainly does now. I don't know. I don't. Once you stop doing the apocalypse, I was just like, all right, we must stop the apocalypse. Oh God, Reverend Billy. God bless him. Man, he had to stick to his principle. I can't believe they would actually arrest that man. Wait till you see the other half of the movie. Spoiler alert: he's gonna get arrested again. Just wait till you see where they arrest him at. You remember the show Bump in the Night? I have that. I have that complete series. That's like one of the few things. I think that's one of the like last few things I got from Mill Creek before I cut our partnership off. Partnership. I said partnership. Well, same thing. It's like towards the end of working with Mill Creek, man, there were a bunch of assholes there, man. I swear, I fucking hated them towards the end. It'll be hilarious. Over. Man breaks over. Have a good Christmas. All right, later on, Julio. Because, like, okay, so the way you used to get product in Mill Creek is that they'd set you up with the PR person, and there used to be one PR person. So, like, whenever Mill Creek would come out with something, you message them and say, "Hey, could I get a copy of fucking whatever?" And if they had some available, yeah, fucking you'd send it. But the trick was if you message them early. So let's say like X movie's coming out in fucking September. If you message them in like fucking May, you know, more than likely, if you message them and say, "Hey, can you put me on the list for this? I know it comes out in September, but can you put me on the list for it?" More than likely, you're gonna get a copy of it. You know. Now, if like it comes out in September and you message them like fucking 3 weeks before it comes out, your odds are pretty bad. So they had this one person, and then they switched over to this lady named Chris, and Chris was fucking amazing, man. Oh my god, I would have went to war for fucking Chris, man, because Chris was awesome. You know, Chris did shit for me that like, man, because like I think one time I asked Chris for like this set that was like about serial killers, and she was like, we actually don't have any of those for review. I was like, oh, okay, it just looked like a really interesting set, and looked pretty cool. Sorry. And she was like, you know what? Let me look around the office. So she actually went around the office and found a copy and sent it to me. I was like, that is fucking dope, man. You know? So whenever she could find like or like one time, like she actually showed me that she watched my shit. Because you have to send in your videos to prove that you actually fucking made a video about it and shit. So one time I sent in a video, like they were releasing the Married with Children DVDs because they had the rights to it and shit. So I asked if I could get Married with Children seasons 1 and 2 and this and that. So I get like the package from Mill Creek, and I had this, and that. But all I had was Married with Children season 2. And I was like, that's weird. Whatever. Hey, fuck. Box of free product is a box of free product. So I did the video, and in the video I mentioned like, yeah, they sent over Married with Children season 2. I asked for seasons 1 and 2, but hey, season 2 is cool too. Whatever. I'm not really a big fan of the first season because of this, and that. Boom. But here it is. It'll be available on this day. Blah 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 blah. So I sent them the video. I was like, here you go. Here's the video. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Blah 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 blah. Boom. I get an email back from them like the next day, and they're just like, "Hey, thanks for the video. Thanks for sending that in. Also, I saw the video, and I realized that you did ask for season 1 of Married with Children. I'm gonna get that sent out to you tomorrow." Boom! Like a week later, boom, there's Married with Children season 1. I was like, "Damn, she actually watches my shit." You know. So, um, Chris was fucking awesome. You know. Sometimes all I had to do was call her because you get the PR number and shit. So I'd be like, "Hey, Chris, this is Will. I was just calling to see if this and that." Boom, boom. She email you back. Yeah, I got you on the list for this and that. Boom. So they got the rights to that 70 show, and they were going to release the complete series on Blu-ray. So second I got that press release, I emailed Chris. I was like, Chris, I really want to be on the list for that 70 show Blu-ray. And she was like, I know we're not going to get that many copies of it, but I got you on the list for it. I was like, awesome, sweet. Well, they had a changing of the guard. Chris was leaving. I was like, no, Chris, you can't leave. So Chris left, and they brought in some other dude. But he was basically going to be like the filler guy until the next person came in. But during that time, the set was releasing. So I messaged him, and I was just like, hey, just so you know, Chris had me on the list for that 70 show Blu-ray. I was just wondering if it's coming so I can prepare my video accordingly, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, oh, yeah, let me check on that. I get an email back. Why is it? Okay. I was listening. Yeah, but everybody else was leaving, so what was the point? I started that story with 6 viewers here, and it went down to two. So what the fuck was the point of the story? But anyway, I guess I'll finish for you two. So I get an email back from the guy, and he's just like, um, "Oh, sorry, we don't have any for you." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" And I emailed him back. I was like, "Oh no, I should be on the list for one. Chris had me on there," and I even showed him the screenshots from when Chris had me on there and shit. And he goes, essentially, I get an email back and says, "Oh, fucking too bad." I was like, "You fucking rat bastard motherfucker!" Like, so I was like, "Fine, whatever, shit, kiss my dick, whatever." So, um, so I didn't really get anything from Mill Creek for a while. I was like, "Fucking whatever." And plus, they weren't really releasing anything where I was like, "Holy shit, gotta have it," you know. So they were doing what most TV shows do, you know, like you release like the complete series set, you know, and it's like X price, but then like after a while they kind of like condense it into like a cheaper set, and then it becomes like cheaper price, you know, at X price and shit. So I remember getting the press release for that, and no shit, I got the press release, and I think it had to be 16 minutes after I got the press release. 16 minutes. I emailed the new girl in charge. It was like some new girl, and I didn't like her. But I emailed her. And I said, "Hey, I would like to be put on the list for the new That 70 Show Blu-ray set." And I think I get like a email back that basically what Chris said, like, "Hey, we're not gonna have many of them, but you're on the list." And it was 16 minutes after I got the fucking press release. So um I get the fucking so time goes by and everything. Time comes for it to come out. I email the girl. I was just like, "Hey, that 70 show, the new 70 show Blu-ray set's coming out." I think it was called the Flashback Edition. I think that's what they're calling it. So it's coming out, and I was just like, "Hey, I just want to know, will my copy be coming soon so I can plan my video accordingly?" Blah 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 blah. And she was just like, "Oh, we didn't have enough copies for you." I'm like, I emailed her back. I was like, "No, I specifically emailed you 16 minutes after the press release was released and asked you to put me on the list for the cup, and you're going to tell me that you don't have one for me? This is the second time you've burned me on this set." And she was just like, "Yeah, sorry, we just didn't have enough." Like, I was like, "You know what? I reviewed with you guys for like, I think this was like the seventh year I was reviewing with them. No, wait. Yeah, it was the seventh year I was reviewing with them. I was like, "This is the seventh year. I've been reviewing with you guys for 7 years, and this is like the worst you guys have ever treated me. So you know what? I want off your list." You know, and they sent me an email back just saying like, "Okay, we've removed you from our list. Have a great day." I was like, "Fuck y'all." You know, I was over them. Yeah, I mean, I understand that like they don't have like a lot of copies of certain shit, but like you know, Chris would say the same thing. Like, "Hey, we don't have a lot of copies, but I got you on the list." But like you know, usually the earlier you ask, the better. You know, that's usually how Mill Creek worked and shit. You know, but now according to well, Brendan hasn't got anything from them in a while either. But according to Brendan, they started playing favorites. You know, they started only giving out product to like you know people with like X amount of subscribers and X amount of views and shit. And Mill Creek wasn't like that before. I'm just like, why did Chris have to leave? I like Chris better. If Chris knew I wanted something, she'd go look around the office for me. Even if they didn't have review copies for it. Like that serial killer said. They're not going to make it as a company if they keep screwing over their partners, huh? Hey, they seem to be doing just well. So I mean, that's how most of them used to be. Like now, you have to go to like you have to go to like hoops and shit like that to get product with most of them. But like back then, it was basically just like you get a press release, and like the quicker you ask for it, the better. You know, greedy corporate bastards. What movie companies would you like to work with? They're not a movie company per se, but I would have liked to have worked with WWE. That would have been really cool. But Paramount, I tried emailing Paramount a couple times. That would have been really cool. And Warner Brothers, those are two big ones. You know, Brendan had Paramount, but I can never get through to Paramount. Um, I think the biggest one I had was Universal. I only did Universal twice. Um, but I did have Lionsgate for a bit. Lionsgate was real cool. That was one of them like earlier the better. You know, like if they release something, you better ask them quick. You know, Lionsgate was the first round of like you're a fucking pedophile and all that bullshit. They were real chill and shit, man. They were just like sorry to hear this is all happening to you and shit. And um, you know, they were like, hey, if you ever want to come back and review with us, you know, let us know. Fucking doors open and shit. But then they changed how they did shit and everything. Um, like the last movie they sent me was a movie called Girl in Progress. And they sent it to me before all this shit happened. And I told them, I was just like, listen, I'm going through some shit. I can't review with you guys anymore. And they're like, oh, well, we're sorry to hear that, you know, all that shit. And they're like, we already sent out Girl in Progress, but you know what? Keep that as a gift from us. You don't have to make a video or anything. I was like, man, that's real solid, y'all, man. Thanks. Because they easily can be like, well, we did send out one video, you know, one movie, so you know, we kind of still need a video for that, you know. But they were real chill company. The sequel to Girl Interrupted. Is it really? I don't know. I didn't watch it. I think so. Oh, let me know. Hey Google, is there a sequel to Girl Interrupted? Hey Google, is there a sequel to Girl Interrupted? No, let's see. Well, the Wikipedia page doesn't mention it, so I take it is not a sequel. Jolie was. I remember when Jolie, man, you couldn't. That's one toast. No, because you weren't like solid on that, so I'm not going to count that as one. Unless you were doing it to fuck with me, then it is one. You wouldn't be fucking with me now, would you? The last guy who fucked with me is not having a really good howdy doody day right now. Last guy who fucked with me, I called him and said if he ever called me again, I'd kill him in front of his family just so they could hear him scream. All right, and with that, the first artist mask is done. You say that line all the time. Where is it from? They see somebody knows that's a line from somewhere. It's kind of obscure, but kind of not. Which one? Wait a minute. Which line? They're like, I'm gonna kill you in front of your family just so I can hear you scream, or they're like, the last guy who fucked me is not having a really howdy doody day. Which one are you referring to? Howdy doody day. See that one? Yeah, yeah. Have fun with that one. I'll tell you the family one. The family one's kind of like a play on a Charlie's Angels Full Throttle line. Like the villain like looks at Drew Barrymore and was just like, um, "I'm gonna kill you in front of him, just to make you hear you scream." But I kind of like added some twist to it. But I'm not telling people to how to duty day one until they fucking figure it out. Yeah, y'all wouldn't be fucking with me now, would you? Because the last guy who fucked with me is not having a really howdy doody day right now, is he? Well, fuck you very much. The Irish guy, yeah, the Irish guy. That's the one that says I'm gonna kill you in front of them so they can hear you scream. He was a cool villain. I don't care what people say about Charlie's Angels Full Throttle, man. That's a boss movie. I saw that in theaters like 3 times. You bear one tied up still kicks him, and that's kicking your ass. Fucking Demi Moore as the other villain was called. Blind Card Gambit. It's a classic. Fucking. What's the soundtrack to fucking Full Throttle? Awesome soundtrack. Yankee 80s. Under the Soto case, we know. I saw Elizabeth Banks's Charlie's Angels, and I get why people didn't like it. I thought it was decent, but I get why people didn't like it. I prefer, you know, Diaz, Cameron Diaz as Lucy Liu, and Drew Barrymore's Angels better. But was it as bad as people made it out to be? No, but decent, like like par for the course. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, 5, right there in the middle. Mandate shall be carried out. And then you said that earlier. What did you think about Bosley? Which one? Which Bosley? Like the whole concept of Bosley in the new one, or where like Bosley's more of a rank than it is a person? Or... Oh, Bernie Mac. It was Bill Murray in the first one, Bernie Mac in the second, and a few others in the third or the newer one. Bill Murray. Uh, like I mean, the first Charlie's Angels movie in all I thought was decent. I mean, like I said, I really liked Full Throttle the best. I thought Full Throttle was the best one, in my opinion. I mean, overall, I thought Bill Murray was good. I mean, it's kind of hard to hate Bill Murray. Um, oh yeah, him and he refused to ever do a. He said, I think his quote was, "I refuse to ever do a movie with Lucy Liu again." That's why he wasn't in the sequel. That's why Bernie Mac is Bosley in the sequel because he refused to ever work with Lucy Liu again. I don't know what I think. Can't remember. I'd have to go look it up, but I can't remember. I want to say he thought she was unprofessional, but I could be wrong on that. Or vice versa, one of the two. Or I think they got into an argument on. Why won't it show me the other Charlotte Angels movies? Hmm. Hoping Wikipedia would tell me, but it's not telling me. What 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 movie that changed actors during the series that you cannot get into? Oh man, that's tough. Oh, here it is. Here's the answer, by the way. An extreme profane argument between Bill Murray and Lucy Liu shut down filming for a day. Murray allegedly said, "I get why you're here, Drew Barrymore, and you got talent, Cameron Diaz, but what the hell are you doing here? You can't act." The remark is said to have prompted Liu to launch a physical attack on Murray. In recent years, Murray cited script problems as the reason for the feud. He explained, "We began rehearsing the scene, and I said, Lucy, how can you want to say these lines? These are so crazy." She got furious with me because she thought it was a personal assault, but the reality is she hated those lines as much as I did. I feel very warmly for her now. That's what it was. I didn't like Edward Norton beating the Hulk. Fuck. I gave up on the Hulk after the first fucking movie. Ang Lee's Hulk was like, oh my god, fuck man, fuck the Hulk. I was done with that character after that, so I didn't have to worry about that shit much longer. But I don't think like what movies did they change characters for? I was just like, I'm done. Trying to think. So apparently they get along now, but at the time they wanted to kill each other. Trying to think of like a lot of movies that even changed actors all the way through. I'm just I only saw the first two Iron Man movies, so that didn't really bother me. Um, like once they started building like a whole fucking universe around all of his movies, I kind of just gave up. Like I only saw Iron Man 1 and 2, Captain America, the first Avenger, Thor. I think that's it. If I saw any others, I can't recall them off the top of my head. I can't think of any fucking movies that like they change actors all the way through. Jodie Foster to Julianne Moore and Silence of the Lamb to Hannibal. I only know the famous parts from Silence of the Lambs. Never saw the movie all the way through. I saw Hannibal and I wasn't impressed. Um, I wasn't impressed with Hannibal, so the change from Jodie Foster to Julianne Moore didn't really fucking bother me, and I wasn't really impressed with Hannibal anyway. So I was bored out of my skull with Hannibal because like I know the famous parts from Silence of the Lambs. So like when Hannibal came out, I was like, you know what? Let me see what this Hannibal Lecter guy is all about. Maybe you shouldn't have picked that movie to start with. Maybe I should have said, okay, maybe I should watch Silence of the Lambs first. Because like I watched Hannibal and I was just like, oh my god, kill me. This is awful. The only thing I thought was really fucked up about Hannibal was when like he was cooking that guy's brain and feeding it to him. He was like, wow, this is really good. You know, I was just like, damn, that's fucked up, yo. That was the only thing I was really just like, this is fucked. Everything else about Hannibal, I was just like, oh, just fucking get on. Will you fucking eat somebody already, please? Like, I was so fucking bored with that movie. Black Panther, nope, didn't watch Black Panther. Catwoman, Halle Berry to Anne Hathaway. Didn't watch Dark Knight Rises, so it didn't really bother me. Catwoman, Halle Berry. I used to look fondly at Catwoman, the movie with Halle Berry, but looking back at it now, yeah, I totally see why people hate it. Like, the one thing that really bothers me about the Catwoman movie with Halle Berry is that in the movie when like she first figures out, they're like, "Hey, I'm fucking Catwoman. Holy shit, I'm like a cat." She has like a badass looking outfit, man. She has like the fucking hair all fucking sexy and shit. She has like the little Catwoman mask, like reminiscent of like fucking Eartha Kitt and shit in the fucking original Batman and shit. That looks badass. I'm just like, man, but then like she goes to like the full head and shit with the fucking cat ears and shit. I'm like, why? Shouldn't that have been the other way around? And shit. Like I don't know. It was fucking weird. I used to be like, wow, Catwoman's not such a bad movie, but I get it now. I get why that's a bad movie. I get why Michelle Pfeiffer was just like, no, no, I'm not doing this. The only thing I ever saw from Nolan's Batman movies is somebody posted like a 40-minute clip online of all of Heath Ledger's Joker shit. And I always wanted to see how he played the Joker, so I watched that 40-minute clip, and I thought he did a great job. So I could give a rat's ass about Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. I'm sorry, that movie fucking blew ass. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. If that movie would have won fucking Best Picture at the Oscars, I would have threw a fucking fit. Never seen it. Oh, I'll just say this: none of the trailers got me to be like, the trailer's supposed to get you pumped for a movie. None of the trailers for Joker, not one of them was just like, oh fuck, I should really go see this movie. Not one of them did it. You know, the only reason I finally sat down and watched it was because everybody wouldn't shut the fuck up about it, and then I was bored throughout the entire fuck movie. And then the ending happened. I won't spoil the ending in case you ever want to go see it, but the ending happened. There's one scene at the end with Joker or Joaquin Phoenix and Robert De Niro. That scene happened, and I was just like, wow, that's actually pretty fucking like, whoa, okay, didn't see that coming. But the rest of the movie that builds up to it was just fucking like, God, it was like watching Hannibal again. Like, fucking, will something happen? Please? Like, fuck. Other than that one scene at the end, it's like a fucking, like, I don't know what it is, like a 10-minute scene or something, 5-minute scene. Other than that, fucking Joker blew ass. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Nicholson did a better fucking Joker than Joaquin Phoenix. I mean, Joaquin Phoenix did a fine job acting. Like his acting itself, fine job. I have no quarrels of him winning the Oscar for acting. But if that movie would have won Best Picture, oh my god. Devin, that's two for the other night, by the way. Because like fucking I didn't have any sound. So instead of stopping and restarting and losing all the viewers that we had and everything, I'm doing the best of what I got. So instead of like fucking writing out, you just say fuck this and leave. Fuck it. Fuck you. That's two. Favorite Batman villain? Believe it or not, my favorite Batman villain, Clayface. I really enjoy Clayface from the animated series. And plus, Napoleon Dynamite's a better movie than Joker anyway. I'd have to say Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy's pretty good. I don't know, just not being able to hear you kind of kills it for me. You're pretty, but man, I was doing the best I could with what I had. Instead of just saying fuck it and everything, I was like, well, fuck it. I have no sound. Fuck it. I can still do this and everything. And you were just like, fuck it. I give up. So for that, you have two. I should give you three. You should lose a wrench right now because you have the audacity to say that Joker is a good movie. I'm surprised Ivy doesn't have her own movie. Would you want to watch a whole movie about Poison Ivy? I sure as fuck don't. It was up for Best Picture. Oh my god, that is not. No, the movie was. Oh god, the movie was fucking 5 words from boring. The one scene at the end, I don't want to ruin it for Toast, just FYI. But that one scene at the end is the only good part in the movie where I was just like, oh wow, that's interesting. That's it. That's it. A sexy redhead in a tight suit. I don't know. I just don't think Poison Ivy's story could hold a whole movie, dude. It's more of a character study. You see him gradual go into madness, and you see how he until it becomes. I can't do this because it's a boring fuck movie, except for that scene at the end with him and De Niro. Except for maybe a scene with her and Harley, they were best friends. Well, that'll probably not happen because even though Birds of Prey is one of the top grossing movies of 2020, they said there's no hurry for a Birds of Prey sequel. Hopefully, fucking The Suicide Squad will kill it on HBO Max, and maybe that'll get some shit moving. Because Margot Robbie said she will play fucking Harley Quinn until the cows come home. But Birds of Prey was a boss movie. Pirates of the Caribbean with her. No, the Pirates of the Caribbean movie with her as the same with her as the same director. Birds of Prey is probably going to be pretty similar. I heard they put the brakes on that movie because they were going to do a Jared Leto Joker solo movie, a Harley Quinn solo movie, and a Joker Jared Leto Joker and Harley Quinn like movie together, and they put the brakes on all three of those movies. And really, who wants to see a Pirates of the Caribbean movie without Johnny Depp? Probably because he yanked at the box office. Yeah, but still, Birds of Prey is still one of the top grossing movies of 2020. What side character in a movie would you like to see get through a movie? Jared Leto Joker. I'd watch that fucking movie. Hey, excuses, excuses. Still one of the top movies of the year. Superman versus Batman was the best Marvel movie ever. You listen here, faggot. Superman and Batman are not from Marvel. That was Geek Zach. I get that way about wrestling though, so I mean I can't really complain. Like when I first started at High V, we used to have this manager Rich, and Rich was cool. And Rich was like getting to know me and shit. So Rich was like, "So you're new here, and so what do you like to do?" I was like, "Oh, I like to do this and that. I like pro wrestling." And Rich was like, "Oh yeah, I used to watch that back in the day." And he was like, I used to like the Iron Sheik. The Iron Sheik used to be my guy, and then I used to like him, but then he became, Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Now, let me, for you non-wrestling fans, let me put that into perspective for you. He basically just said, like, oh man, I used to really like Tiger Woods, man, but then he became Dennis Rodman. I was like, I can't talk to you about wrestling anymore. Get away from me. Brutus Beefcake can't carry out the mandate. Oh my god. Hope you enjoyed all my unlabeled gifts. Shut up, Brad. You innocent shit. There's a lot of almonds in this shit. Brutus Beefcake sounds like a gay porn star. I'm not really in the mood for almonds right now. I wonder if it'll let me type it. Hold on. Oh, you like Kid Rock and Uncle Cracker? I like certain songs by Kid Rock and Uncle Cracker. It is a good song, but I prefer a song by Uncle Cracker called "In a Little While." Believe it or not, believe it or not, my favorite Kid Rock song is actually his ballad. Only God knows why. Picture's pretty good. I like Picture. I used to, you know, Uncle Cracker's "Follow Me" was equivalent to Hinder's "Lips of an Angel" because, like, back in like middle school and shit is when that song came out for me, and people were just like, "Oh my god, Uncle Cracker's "Follow Me" is like me and my boyfriend's song." I'm like, you do realize what that song's about, right? Yeah, but it's such a sweet song. I'm like, you do realize what the song's about, right? Okay, go ahead. Let it be you and your boyfriend's song. Yeah, have fun. To loving fuckers in high school. Lips of an Angel is me and my boyfriend's song. I'm like, oh, is it? You know what that's about, right? No, but it's just a good song. I'm like, okay. All right, have fun with that. Honey, why you calling me? It's so late. Lips of an Angel is me and my boyfriend's song. I'm like, oh, is it? Can I call you tonight? Is that cool? I have a boyfriend. I'm like, I figure since Lips of an Angel is your song, you didn't really mind. You know? You're creepy. Get away from me. Hinder. It's Hinder had another song after Lips of an Angel. It was Not Like Me or fuck was it? Better Than Me. That's what it was. Something like that. Something Better Than Me. That was a good song. Damn shame they fell into that one hit wonder territory. But Better Than Me, yeah, that's it. Went through like a lot of different music phases in high school. I would listen to like a lot of different shit, different weeks. It was like one week where I would listen to like all alternative and shit. They were one hit wonder, dude. Dude, like lose somebody was like a or use somebody was a huge hit, man. They was sex on fire. Yeah, Kings of Leon won a one hit wonder. You telling me I could use somebody, someone like you? Oh yeah, yeah, man. Use somebody was huge, man. Like Sex on Fire was like a minor hit for them. Hey Devin, since it's Christmas time, how many calls do you get that say "shitter's full"? Ah, fuck you. That's funny. I build houses. Not what? I thought you did plumbing. Did I miss something? I thought you did plumbing. Oh, okay. Oh, damn. That's what I would do, man. If my like fucking plumbing went down during Christmas, I would just call my plumber. Shitter's full. Like, oh, fucking him again. You ever see Christmas Vacation too? Unfortunately, I think if they wouldn't associated it with Christmas Vacation too, and just called it Cousin Eddie's Island Adventure, it would have been its own little thing. Um, but the fact that they associated it with Christmas Vacation kind of brought it down a few pegs. It's a weird anomaly. I mean, it's just why. Like I said, if it was just called Cousin Eddie's Island Adventure, and it just happened to take place during Christmas, I think it would have been like its own little weird thing. But the fact that they attached that Christmas Vacation 2 to it, That's what really like fucking triggered people, I think. I don't even think it was him starring. I just think it's the fact that they tried milking that Christmas Vacation name. I think that was the problem. And it was cool that they went out and got like one of the original Audreys. I think it was the first one. They either went out and got the first one or the one from European Vacation. One of those two. I thought that was pretty cool. But movie idea: Nuns that fight crime, birds of prey. Please leave. They kind of already have that movie. It's called Sister Act. They were nuns and they kind of fought some crime. What comedy movies do you think should have their own horror spinoff? Coneheads. I don't know why. That's the first one that came to mind. It could work. They're aliens from another planet. They come to Earth, start probing people in their ass. It could work. Other comedy movies that could get a horror spinoff. Harold and Kumar. That could be a cool horror movie. They were getting high one night and they accidentally killed somebody. They love the taste of blood. That's what it is. Yeah, okay, yeah. Harold and Kumar, they get high, and those fucking extreme punks from the first movie, now they're gonna kill them one by one. The Breakfast Club, they're all in detention, turning into zombies one by one. Yeah, but that's more of a logic movie though, because like if I listen, let's put logic into it. Breakfast Club, 5 kids, one of them turns into a zombie. All they have to do is kill one, boom, problem solved. Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, could have been like Cannibal Holocaust type movie. Oh shit, I'm pretty good. Worst spinoff, Phone Booth, how Bill and Ted has have fun. Phone Booth. I knew I should have fucking sued 20th Century Fox. They took a part of my life and turned it into a movie. I don't know how, but somebody got a hold of a part of my life at 20th Century Fox and they turned it into Phone Booth. It's not verbatim what happened, but it's kind of there. Watched the first 4 episodes of Superstore. I'm kind of glad it's. We're gonna end the stream here before fucking Devin loses his fucking wrench. So Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, description down below, Teespring link, and the Amazon wish list. Thank you guys for who sent over gifts like this right here. Until the next live, I will see you guys Christmas Eve. Until next time, be breezy.